Alright, we live. Alright, hey, what it do? How you doing? It's your boy GC.
Yeah.
My lady in the building, my co-host, my lovely co-host. And then we got none other than Brittney Balma. Am I saying your name right, Brittney Balma?
Brittney Balma, yeah.
Balma in here. How you doing?
Hey.
How you
I'm
doing?
doing well.
All right. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, yes.
Definitely
Look, I'm
appreciate
excited to be here. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've been planning for this since what, 2021?
it. Yeah. So, but the first episode this year, I'm grateful that you blessing us with this episode. I was telling lady
Absolutely.
that I've been excited. We've been talking about this episode for about like at least a week now. We've been like,
Aww.
yeah, nah, yeah. For this one, was a special one.
Yeah,
I'm just excited just to get into it. We just excited to get into it again. We thank you.
for sure.
So can you tell the people again? Just can you introduce your name and tell the people where you from and what it is you do?
Yeah, so my name is Brittney Balma. I am a singer-songwriter and I am from Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
I could go in on that, but yeah, Houston, Texas, and I'm just excited to be here. I'm grateful that you even thought of me to be on this episode
Uh,
and just be able to share my gift and just talk about like the music that I create, right? Because that is the biggest thing that matters to me. So,
which is
yeah,
amazing. Which
thank
is
you.
amazing. Like your music is very soulful, very soulful.
Yeah,
Like I could tell when I listen to your music, you just go in there, you just give everything. Like you just give it
right.
all. You don't
Um,
hold back, and then your voice, you got a lot of soul in your voice. Like I like singers who have like they got that power to they voice. Like I want to hear you live.
yeah,
Like I don't know when you coming to New York or anything like that, but I
yeah.
definitely see that if you came to New York, and I would definitely let it see you live.
Facts.
Listen, if
That'd
y'all,
be
I
dope.
mean, I'm all about like just getting around and just sharing my voice. So if y'all know any opportunities out there in New York, I'm not really plugged out there, but
Oh, we're
if
gonna
it's
set
a
it up. It's
ever,
all right. We're gonna make it work.
Oh
We
yeah,
gotta get you out
yeah,
here.
we gonna make something happen. Trust me, we
We
gonna make
gotta
something.
get
for
you out
real.
here.
Cause
Yeah, we gotta get you out here.
I'm telling you, like I've been to New York twice, but I would love to come out there and actually like sing because I just been there for like my birthday, just leisure type stuff. But I've never been out there for my music. So look, y'all let me know what y'all got, and I would love to come. And regarding like my music, I definitely feel like I'm in that category of just sing like a soul singer because any lyrics that I write is just not to be just singing to sing something. You know what I mean? Like it actually has to have a meaning behind it. And if you know like any of the music that you've heard by far, it definitely is some stuff from experience.
You're
Yeah,
very well put together. Your
absolutely.
songwriter. You are definitely a amazing songwriter because I'm
Thank
big on
you.
songwriting. I'm very big.
Yeah.
So I'm a lyricist and I do hip hop and all that. I'm big on
Mhm.
songwriting. I like making records. So I love
Right.
everything about song transitioning, the way you talking about what you talk about in your songs, how you transition to the hook, how the hook resonates with
Mhm.
people.
Come on.
Yeah,
You already know.
it's all. I'm all about that, so I can hear it in a person. Like I don't even need to ask you certain
Yeah.
things to know. Like I know you equipped with that, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's like
Absolutely.
you definitely just had that. You have your own lane too. That's one thing I noticed about you. Like you have your own lane
Yeah.
with what you're doing. Like I don't hear nobody that sound like you, and y'all hear you. Like I don't literally like I can hear when I hear you when I hear your music. I don't hear a song like oh she's trying to sound like this or she sounds like this. I hear Britney
Right.
when I
Right. And that's the goal. I feel like that should be the goal for any artist that is out here. Of course we're gonna have our influences. Like sometimes I've heard, oh, you sound like India.Arie or you sound like Jasmine Sullivan, or like I hear people say that and they are a big influence in just like what I listen to. But for the most part, I like to create my own sound and what I feel like works for me because everybody, like I said, we should all aim to be unique. And even if people do hear some influences here and there, that's just because that's what inspires you.
yeah
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
yeah
I feel like it's okay to, for somebody to be like, oh, you know what? I think of this person when I hear them. Which,
So,
you know.
I know Lady want to get some questions. I don't want to take all the questions, Lady. But
I just gotta say, I'm having crazy deja vu right now.
Really?
Yes.
okay, that's crazy. That's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I like
absolutely.
it.
The yellow shirt, the everything. Like this.
For
I
real?
seen this, y'all. I seen this.
It
Oh
was
my
meant to
goodness.
happen.
Nah,
Yes. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this.
I was
That's
just
what's up.
I just wanted to say thank you for being on the show, and you are an absolute warrior goddess. Like I appreciate you being here and
Thank
sharing your story and everything that you do and your talents and everything.
thank
Um,
you.
I have a couple of different questions. There's some varieties in there. We're gonna get
Yeah, let's
into it. Though. We're
go.
gonna get into it. Okay,
Shoot it, lady.
so all right, all right. So when did you start singing?
So I started singing. If you leave it to my dad to tell it, he said I was singing about 2 or 3 years old. But we don't be remembering that. Some people do. But I can distinctly remember me starting to sing at like 6 years old in the
Oh
church
wow.
choir. Um, and it just branched out from me singing in the church choir to me singing in school. And, literally, I knew that music was what I wanted to do by the time I hit like 9 years old. I had won my first
Mm.
talent competition in church. And
Oh.
I was just like, okay, this is me. This is for me. So,
Okay,
like,
so
I
good. I
did
don't even
it.
gotta ask my next question because that was when did you know you wanted to be a singer? And it was
Yeah,
9. That's so cute.
9 years old. I was like,
Oh.
but what was so crazy is I was so scared to sing. Like, I used to cry
Aw.
before I got up and sung before anything because I just had so much stage fright. I used to be
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
girl, listen, it was a crazy situation, but I had to immediately get over that if I wanted to actually do this for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, 9 years old was whenever I knew it. Like, I was like, man, if I'm not doing music, I don't know what I'm gonna do,
Oh.
So definitely that's when I knew.
That's so crazy because me and G was talking and we was talking like because I mentioned like that was one of the questions I was gonna ask you like when did you start singing? And he was like, hearing her, I feel like she was singing in church when she was little. And look,
Mhm. You know,
and did I not say that? That's what's
yo,
you
that's
know us
exactly
down
what you
south
said.
folks be yeah,
it's
both
nothing
sides
wrong
of
with
my
that.
family.
That's where I feel like to me, that's where a lot of my favorite singers started. Personally,
Yeah,
a lot of
for
a
real.
lot of our singers that blessed the culture, they started in church. They started
Hmm.
in the choirs and just being
For
around.
real.
So
For real. Like both sides of my family were like big church people and both sides sing and we all started in the church. So yes. Y'all are absolutely right.
Same, same. I have a huge family on both sides too, and actually, my mom's side, all musicians. Like every single one
Wow.
of them do something, playing
In the
instruments, they
bloodline.
singing. Yeah, oh, it's deep, 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 deep.
For
My
real.
grandma had 15 kids, so
Ooh, that was my
yeah.
mom's side too. Actually, it
Really?
was actually 15 kids. Hold on, where you
Wow.
from?
Yeah. Hold on. You my
Like,
cousin?
that is crazy. Because that was exactly it. My
Dang.
mom was 14 out of 15.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, 15, one died in birth, so really there's
Yeah,
14 of them.
yeah.
I think seven each, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
huge,
they was having them kids
huge.
back in the day, wasn't they?
I said, Grandma, because sit down. I got a lot of family now, and there's still a lot that I don't know. You was just you and
Same.
Grandpa, y'all was
Punch
pastors,
it.
and you
Look,
the first lady. I just okay. To
I'm
God be the
screaming.
glory, I guess. He said multiply, right? That's what he said. Be fruitful and multiply. Y'all did just that. Y'all did
Even
just
that.
that.
crazy girl.
That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm.
Um, okay, so I wore pink. I know that
Yes,
you noticed.
ma'am.
Yes,
I
yes,
figured that's
yes.
why you was wearing it. That's what's up.
Yes, to honor you in your battle, of course, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to know how old were you when you were diagnosed with breast cancer?
Yes, so I was uh 27.
Mm.
27 years old. So I turned 30 this past 2022. But yeah, I was 27 and well that was in 2020.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, indeed. It was a crazy situation, but I knew someone right. I had
Mm.
felt a lump, and I literally was just like, "This don't feel right." It started out real small, but then it started growing slowly and slowly, and it just kept getting bigger. So I was married at the time, and I just like, I told him I was like, "This don't feel right, right?" And had him just, just feel the area, and he was like, "Yeah, no."
Mm.
So I went to go get a mammogram because they say you're not supposed to be getting mammograms till what 40.
No, who told you that?
They say you're not supposed to be getting mammograms till like you in your 40s, but
Who
because
told you
I have
that?
family history, I have family history of it.
Brittney, can you
So
tell us why? I'm sorry, I didn't want. It's on the same thing. But can you tell us why you're not supposed to? Can you tell like there's women out there that probably don't know? Can you tell them why
mhm.
you're not supposed
Well,
to? They say that.
they said that breast cancer just develops when you're older, like when you're in your 40s and 50s. Like maybe that's whenever you should start getting it. But I knew that I had to start at least by this year when I turned 30 because my mom had breast cancer and I lost my mom to breast cancer.
Okay.
Crazy thing was that I didn't have the gene for it. So
Mm.
when they tested me to see if I had the gene to see if I was going to get it, I didn't test positive for it. So
Wow.
one way or another, I still wound up getting it. But yeah, so that's the thing. They were like, you're not supposed to really like go start getting mammograms till you're 40. That's at least what I've heard. But I knew I was gonna have to start at least when I was 30 because of my history.
Okay.
So, but by 27, I had already started feeling something like 26,
Mm.
27 years old. But the crazy thing is that there are women way younger than me.
That's what I'm
Women
saying.
way
So
younger
that
than
don't
me.
make sense why they would say to start mammograms that late.
It's a huge stigma, and a lot of times they're like women, they feel like if you're a certain age you shouldn't be going to go get a mammogram because it's costly, this, that, and the third. But no, we're talking about health here, and I really believe that women need to be out here checking themselves and even getting
Absolutely.
mammograms because there's a 23-year-old woman who was in my support group with me who was getting ready to get a breast reduction. That's the
Oh,
only way they found her cancer was because she was
wow.
about to get a breast reduction because she had such big breasts. Then once they went to like prep her for it, they found a lump. And so she wound up having to just get a double mastectomy and just get implants and stuff. But the whole point
Wow.
is that you don't know. We don't know. And it's happening at an alarming rate for younger black women, specifically. Younger black women.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so shocked is because why are they telling us to wait this long?
Hmm.
That doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm literally like, I mean, it's more information is getting out there now for younger black women to be going to get mammograms and do self checks because when it happens to us at a younger age, it happens at a more aggressive rate. Like
Right.
it's more aggressive. So it's literally like, we shouldn't be listening to what the America's what Susan G. Komen is saying out here about like just women in general. No, we need more information specifically for Black American, like Black women. When it
Yes.
comes down to this disease, because when I tell you that it really is like there are support groups specifically out there for younger Black women who are getting breast
Mm.
cancer at a young age, like I am. Like it's scary and we got to be like really attentive to that because there's no way that I feel like we shouldn't be having access to mammograms and different things like that at our age.
Like this is a serious situation. This is our health and it's cancer. Like y'all want to tell us we gotta wait until we damn near 50?
40, 50, no. And I feel like it should be a routine type exam. It should be added into those exams like pap smears or, you
Exactly.
know what I
Every three
mean?
years or every year. Absolutely.
Hmm. That's why I said like we got to get on top of this because I just feel like there's we're losing women at such a young age, and they don't we don't need to be losing women if we can prevent this. if this is something
Absolutely.
that we can just really get on top of. And even more so, we need to be doing clinical trials and just different things to help specifically young Black women. Sorry, I feel like everybody needs to be helped, but whenever they're letting us know that it's happening at an aggressive rate for younger Black women,
Because they're
that
targeting us. They target us because we have the. Don't get me
No,
started, y'all. Don't get me started.
wait, wait.
we can go,
No, because
but
they no
yeah,
for real because they target us because we have such a specific DNA in our skin in our blood that's
mhm,
not found nowhere else.
right,
Like there's these videos that I'm seeing. These women are going to the doctor, and these doctors are taking vials and vials and vials of blood, not telling them why.
hmm
Like, what do you mean?
I'm
And then
telling
they
you,
come back and tell her like, oh, you have a special type of blood that we need to study. So you just gonna take my blood and not tell me?
I'm telling you, like I feel like it's if like it's so weird that over time they know that Black women are dealing with certain diseases and it's happening at an alarming rate. They're dealing with certain situations, like just health situations that is affecting us. Minnie Riperton, the woman who's in "Loving You Is
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Easier,"
yeah.
she died from breast cancer at 31. I want to say she died from breast cancer at a young age, and it's just like, so
Wow.
this has been happening for some time. Like, this has been happening even back then. That's why I'm like, I feel like y'all been doing this. Y'all just not really doing the test and the trial specifically towards Black women. And for her to have died at such a young age, like from breast cancer, I feel like y'all been knowing this has been like a pattern of things that has been going
They've
on
been
with
trying to
her.
kill us off.
Hmm.
They've been trying to kill us off.
All I know is that is if it is something where this is happening to us at 30 years old, 27, 28, all of that type of stuff, then y'all been knowing that it's affecting us at a young age. So y'all could be figuring out, it's
How
time to
to
start
stop it.
really focusing in on, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Preventing
really
it since
focus
y'all
in
know.
on what
Right.
needs to be focused in on. So,
I agree.
yes.
Agree.
Mm,
I
mm, mm,
agree.
mm.
Oh,
Well.
I thought you said Brittany, but you said I
No,
agree. Yes.
I said no.
Ah.
I definitely agree with you saying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, like when I saw that Minnie Riperton was, she was such a great talent and passed away
Absolutely.
because, breast cancer. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like medicine has come a long way since then, but to see that she had died, at such a young age like that, that's alarming. And that was something that sits in the back of my head because I'm just like, I don't know. Like we've been
Uh,
knowing, like doctors been knowing about this type of stuff.
So yeah, so I have a question that leading pertains to that. What besides your own, what is your favorite survivor story? Like
What's that?
somebody like something that has to do with somebody surviving something. Besides your own, because yours is not just a story. That's like that's life. That's real reality. So coming
Wow.
in that field of it, you what's your favorite survivor story or anything?
Hmm.
Um,
So currently, right now, like I said, I'm in a community of young women who are finding out about, their, their breast cancer just coming. And there's this young girl named Jess, and she has had a campaign from Nike. Nike has created a campaign for her.
Mm.
I think she's even had a campaign with Fenty with Rihanna. And she's only
Wow.
26, 27 years old. She found out when she was 22 that she
Mm.
had stage 3 breast cancer. She's now like a stage 4 survivor. And it has like went like she's beat the odds from it spreading to her brain, it spread to her spine,
Mm.
it spread to so many different places in her body. She's still here. She just got her degree, her bachelor's degree in college.
Yes,
She's living her dream
ma'am.
out as far as
Yes.
architecture. But yeah, if you look her up, like she has a campaign with Nike called Just Do It. which
Okay.
specifically caters to breast cancer awareness.
I love
And she's
it.
a
I
young
love
black
it.
woman. She is doing her thing. When I tell y'all, like, she
We're gonna
has
listen.
been through and blogged it on YouTube. She's done all of that. God has really seen her through, and I'm just like inspired by her. Like, she's really somebody who I hold on to when it comes to a survivor story, because like she's been through so much. She's been through so
Mm,
much, and she's still here. She's still thriving, and she's just like living her life as best as she can. And that is something that really just inspires me to just keep going and doing what I feel like my purpose is. So
right.
shout out to Jess.
Shout out to you.
Yes.
For
Congratulations.
sure.
Shout out to you. And shout out to
Yeah.
everybody that support, the breast cancer movement. I feel like everybody needs to, support that. While
Right.
y'all was talking, I was listening. God was just putting something on my heart to say, like, y'all, the women, y'all literally are very important. I want to say, because I'm a black man, I want to say it to you, y'all important to society, to life, because without y'all, what I'm saying, we can't no kids be here. I know they say, they start with us and all that, but
Yeah.
without y'all, so there's really ain't us. You know what I mean? Like, for real, it just boils down to that, and it's vice versa. But I want to say it because I feel like it's a problem nowadays with us just acknowledging that from each other. So,
Yes.
to
Absolutely.
all the surrounding topics of that, I just want to say it as from a black man to black women, that y'all important. And everybody that's watching it, if y'all got you speaking to black people, period. You got
Yes.
somebody that's mother, your aunties, your grandmas, cousins, sisters. We gotta love each other. We gotta start appreciating each other, and we gotta start realizing the stuff that we talking about. This is real stuff. Like, I know we do this for entertainment
Absolutely.
in a sense, but the stuff we're talking about right now, it needs to be talked about, like, religiously in households, and
Yes.
you know what I mean, other podcasts and other shows, and you know what I mean, like, like everybody
Mhm.
needs their own kind of things. Like, everybody got a story. So, like, that's why we did
Right.
this episode, to show appreciation. So I'm really
Right.
grateful for you for just coming
Yeah.
here and bringing your story, and making anybody else that's watching, that's going through something like that, feel comfortable to come and share their story. But everyone come share their story. So,
Absolutely.
because I'm pretty sure, people want to personally, want to contact you. We're gonna leave all your information up and everything. But
Right.
I just want to say that to you and to y'all. That
Thank you.
we need to have more awareness.
Absolutely. And I want to say thank you for just even like just stopping and taking a moment to just appreciate, and we I feel like we can honestly appreciate one another. I thank God for
Absolutely.
the black man. I thank God for, just what we possess as black people and our gifts and what we contribute to society. And when we can look at one another and say, like, I see you and I
Yeah,
love you and I
yeah,
respect you,
yeah,
like, it seems like it's becoming a rarity nowadays. It seems like we always at each other's throat.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
those moments are beautiful when we can sit there and say to one another, I see you, I respect you, I love you, I support you, I'm
yeah,
lifting you up.
yeah,
It's important. It's
yeah.
important.
I think it is. It's big. So I had to get it off my chest because, like you said, it's been a year, but like I said, before you came in, I said this one's special. I was like,
Yeah.
this this episode is worth a bunch of episodes I already did. Like, it's, and I'm just saying, it's just no shout out or shade to them, because I
Yeah.
was I appreciate them for coming on, but when it comes to what I'm trying to build in the culture, like, I'm trying to build something that heal, just entertain you and just keep it, just put something in front of your face. Like, I want people to leave with something. And
Yeah, we need healing. We need people like after your
Absolutely.
episodes to literally go out and look into exactly what you're talking about. Like, so you raising awareness, starting y'all raising awareness about breast cancer. That's beautiful. You talking about healing in our community, the black community specifically. That's beautiful. Like, so many people need to just know that there are young people like us
yeah,
that still believe in, like, we believe in love, because that's even a taboo topic.
yeah,
Like,
Hey, yo.
yeah,
that's something right there.
yeah,
Like, it's hard to
yeah,
believe in that nowadays. But I really believe that there are real lovable people out here still.
Yes.
People who don't believe in just what society is giving off and all the negativity that's spewing out. So I'm a lover girl. I always have believed in
You too,
love. Like, look, I believe in just the beauty of life. And I just, even with what I'm going through, like, God has just allowed me to see life through a different lens now,
girl.
to
Yes.
where I'm just like, I don't see life just like hate, hate, hate anymore. Like, I'm gonna cherish every single thing that life has to give to me. And so I feel like hopefully at the end of this conversation, people will understand, like, you know, not saying, oh my gosh, she has cancer. So let me just, you know, just really see it from like, thank you, God, that I'm here breathing, I'm healthy, I'm in a place where I can love somebody and I can, like, like, it's just so many different things
Yeah.
that I feel like people should just see it from a different angle. They should see life at a different angle. Like, we're going into a new year. Like, it's time to manifest. It's time to heal. It's time to do the work so that we can live
Yes.
our best lives.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know if I'm
Absolutely.
going on a whole little tangent, but
Nah,
Nah, girl,
hey,
you
that's just me
what?
yeah, please do.
giving
Please.
my heart.
This
I,
is what it's
I,
for. This is exactly what it's
yeah.
for. We want you to
Yeah.
come and speak and be you. And I just gotta say, you wore the correct color because, baby, you are a ray of sunshine, and I
Thank you. This is
appreciate
my
it.
favorite color.
Okay. That's what's up. I
Thank
love it.
you.
So,
Yeah.
lady, you got some questions over here?
Yeah, I got one, but actually, I got one that ain't even on here. When's your birthday?
December 2nd. I'm a
Uh,
Sagittarius.
Yeah, your birthday
Happy
did just pass.
belated.
Yeah, I
Yes,
turned 30.
yes,
Yes. Big blessing. Big
Bless.
blessing.
yes.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
So I went on a cruise. Wait, no. First of all, I went out with my friends and family to a little lounge. And then
Okay.
flew out to Miami. And then I went on a
And
cruise to Mexico and the Bahamas. So I
ooh,
said, that was my
yes.
first time leaving the country. So I said, listen, I'm gonna do it big. And if I can leave the country
Hello.
again,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing it.
I wasn't. I
Yes,
never did it.
ma'am.
Can you tell us how it was? I ain't never left. I ain't never been out the country. So
Me
how
either.
Oh, when I tell y'all it was beautiful, like,
Oh,
oh, like it. I mean, I guess I went at a perfect time because there was like no clouds in the sky, like the sun was just shining. Um, I when we went to Mexico, Mexico, I think they just kind of used to tourists and stuff, so they literally just turned it up to a
mm.
whole nother level. We was
and
walking back to the cruise ship feeling good. Let me just say that.
as you
Because
as you should.
let me tell y'all, Mexico know how to do it big.
I got to. You got to. You heard it
Yeah,
first. Yeah, you heard it first here. You gotta do it big. You gonna do it.
bags.
y'all gotta
Hello.
go for real.
We definitely gonna. Hey, lady, we got plenty like that talk. Like do something some shows on the air.
Y'all, I'm scared
Yeah,
of planes. I'm terrified of planes.
Have you?
But
That's how I am too. But I just, because I'm like, I'm even bigger on just trying to travel and experience life. I just deal with it. Like, I just close my eyes when they taking off. I'm like,
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
just get it all out. One time I screamed last year. I was on the plane, just screaming because they cutting through clouds, and I'm
Oh,
scared.
oh,
It's just
see, see,
a
see,
turkey.
no.
yeah, yeah,
See,
that's
no. I
Everybody's
said,
like, "What is going
listen,
on? Why are you screaming?"
yeah. Nah, your
But I'm
first time, that's
scared.
crazy. That's for your first time. That'll do something to you.
y'all
Yeah.
gonna have to put me to sleep, and you gonna have to carry me on the plane
That could be
because,
something that you do. Like, you could maybe take
mhm,
like I don't know, a muscle relaxant.
yes.
Yeah.
But
But it
if
was
I'm
great.
awake on that plane, it ain't gonna be a pleasant route for nobody.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, I've yelled. Well, one time I yelled really loud, but
But now
other
that
than
you've
that,
been on it though, Brittney, now that you've been on it though, can you say, because I've been on it, I was like that at first. I've been on the plane times. Now that you've been on it, can you say besides going through the clouds and the turbulence, it's like you on a bus or in a car, like when you really, if you're not looking out the window, you just like, watching TV on your phone or something like that. It's like you
right.
on the road until you think about it. You gotta really be up there. See, when I'm on the, I I know I'm on a plane because you gotta realize you're on a plane, but I'll be like, I do everything else. I'm listening to music, I'm watching, I'm reading. I'm not like, and I'm not really scared no more. So now I look out the window. I'm not really scared, but
right.
now you gotta kind of like mentally just like, I know how long I'm gonna be on there. So like you said, I'll be trying to sleep. I'll sleep with my head down. Try not to, don't look out the window.
Let that window down.
No. Yeah, close that window. It's your first time, close it because you up there. Once you up there, you up there.
Y'all know the biggest anxiety. I think the biggest anxiety is just when they start taking off and they revving up so you can go up in the sky. That's the biggest thing for me is just that whole zoom.
Yeah.
That is just what just takes me into another place. It just scares me so much. But once you actually get up in that sky and it's like it literally feel like you just cruising. You could barely even feel like you on the plane unless you couldn't.
Keep going. That's what I was saying though.
No, yeah, unless you like cutting through them clouds, you don't really feel it, and it's not really like a big deal. Like after that, but that's only with me. That's only with me being on the planes, maybe like 4 or 5 times in the last year or so. So that's the only reason why. But you gotta make it like I'm gonna get on a plane every 3 to 4 months or something like that for you to get more comfortable with it. Because I would have been on the same
3
thing
to
as
4
you.
months goes crazy.
Yeah.
Like, man, listen.
All right, I'm gonna make a vow though. I'm gonna get on a plane this year. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I'm going.
Y'all need to come to
I'm gonna do
Houston
it.
so we can show y'all the Houston nightlife.
We gonna hey,
Ooh,
you might need to do that. Come out there do a personal episode. You want
guys, we can all be together.
Y'all come out here so we can turn up. I'm trying to tell you something.
Hello.
You gonna hold it to it. We gonna do something.
For real, listen. I already got some ideas. Whenever y'all ready to come out here, y'all let me know.
Okay, so we gonna say that we gonna talk outside of we gonna lie.
Right. For sure.
So I want to know, like off script. I want to know what's something you wish you would have known when you first started like all of this journey, like as far as like the music. I know it's just been a journey since you started. I know like doing it. So what is something you wish you would have known when you first kind of like got everything going?
Something I wish I would have known before I really started my journey was that people will not come to you. You will need to get yourself out there. You will need to do the work. You will need to stay consistent, and you can't let up. That's just something like when I first started, I released my first single in 2017. And I was like, oh, okay, I released my music. That's all I got to do. Now it's about to happen.
Reality, right?
What a childlike faith, okay?
Yeah.
But, yeah, but once I saw that, no, if you don't move and you don't get yourself out there, you don't promote yourself, you don't do what you need to do, you will stay stagnant. And that is what happened until I started really planning and really observing like what I needed to do as an artist. And that's why I just took things to the next level when I released my next single, which was Love Yourself. And I made sure to go get my hair done professionally, my makeup done professionally. I got my photo shoots, my outfit styled. I did everything on just like a top tier type level because I was just like, if you believe in yourself, you go invest in yourself in a way where nobody can literally look and say, "Oh, she only doing it 50%." No, you're gonna see that I invested in my engineer. I invested in every single thing at 100% because I really wanted to like give myself a fighting chance. And because I really like believed in myself, like all those opportunities came to me. I was able to sing Love Yourself, my original music on 4 different news stations locally. Y'all, like, I mean, people really gravitated towards that single in such a way where I was like, dang, if I would have known, I would have been doing it like this.
that.
I would have started with this one.
I love that. I gotta ask you
Yeah.
this, and now this is the artist me asking you because this is an artist because I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you this. When you making music, right? Are you like? Do you be feeling like, oh, this gonna be the one, and then you might put something out and be like they gravitate to something totally different? Is that a thing?
Absolutely. That's definitely a thing. Like, let me tell you, I feel like on my EP, one of my favorite song because it is such a personal song to me is Growing Pains. And people did gravitate to it. Like I say that's like probably number two. Love Yourself is just number one. Anytime people hear that, I feel like they can personally relate to that. But because
Yes.
I can personally relate to Growing Pains, which was me speaking about my life and how I grew up and what I went through, that's just my favorite song. But
Okay.
people are like, no, Love Yourself is for me. That's
Right.
me. Like that's a
Yeah.
crowd favorite. So
I'm
yeah,
a,
I
what
definitely
I
I'm there.
what I said to you, lady. I said I was like, nah. Even though I'm a man, I was like, I can take a piece of that. I could take something from that song, "Love Yourself." Like I was
Facts.
listening to it. When I'm listening to it, it's like I hear what you're saying in the lyrics, but it's like you're not. I said this is like a unisex type of song. This
That's
is
all I'm about to say. You
like this
as a
ain't
man, you ought to be able to relate to that too.
yeah.
And that's exactly what he said too.
I was like nah. Like when I was listening to, because I listen to a good song. This is a good song. I feel it, but like
Mhm.
that song pulled me though. It was like nah, this different. Like really
And
tuned in.
I collaborated I collaborated with two of my best friends when I wrote that song, and one is a woman, one is a male, and so
Mm.
he
Look at
literally
that.
started the song out. He was so and what so
Okay,
like yeah,
sir.
he started writing like some of the lyrics from the beginning, and he's just a phenomenal songwriter himself. But you got to know that in some capacity or another, men are experiencing the same thing that women are experiencing. It had to come from somewhere for him to feel like he was putting himself out there and saying, "I lost me trying to find you," because women deal with that, lose themselves in their relationships, but so do men.
You,
Men are
you,
losing
you know
themselves
the
in
problem.
relationships too.
You know the problem is with music. What I feel like I ain't gonna lie to you. I really feel like I want to change that. Like even with like what I do with rap and hip hop. Like I want to kind of like try to start making more songs like that. Like kind of
Yeah.
show the side of men where it's like I'm gonna start because you know how men really talk about women, how they, what I'm saying? It's the
Right.
degrading and all that. That's what's more. But
Mhm.
you don't really get too much of a lyric in a sense. It's like really really making certain songs in like a relationship standpoint with like the men, giving the men perspective, but not in a bitter way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm giving you my perspective, honestly, from how I feel from the situation. We don't gotta really
We
allow.
need to hear from your emotions.
You got too much bashing. It's more like bad. From what I hear, it's always like
You
bad.
know, a lot of times I feel like men will focus on the angry part of like how they were affected in a relationship. And women will do that too, but I honestly feel like when you could just simply be vulnerable and just really just speak your truth
Yeah,
about a situation, that
yeah,
don't make you weak. That doesn't
yeah,
make you like a simp or nothing like that. That's your truth. And we got to stop acting like, love is just like when you get hurt when you really loving somebody, like that is just something that is just like so like you can't speak on that. When you love for real. And that's somebody who has been I'm saying this from somebody who has been married before. Like when you love, you give your all to somebody
Me
and you
too.
really, really love them. And
yeah,
you really give your all about the situation. And when it don't work out, yeah, it hurt and it hurt like hell. But at the end of the day, you know that you gave such a big part of yourself and you gave this person an experience and that person gave you an experience you'll never forget. So
yeah. I
I don't
agree.
know if I'm
Ah, yeah, girl, we can
yeah.
relate. I'm young too, but I've been married as well.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, but yes, I definitely agree with you though. Like, I really feel like you should tap into that. You really should tap into that part of you where you're like, let me speak
Right.
about my perspective on whatever the case was, how I was affected in a relationship. Men should do that more often. It's like I feel like Drake probably started it.
We about to. Oh yeah, trust me. I'm about to. People don't even realize like I've been doing so much spiritual cleansing. Like my music comes from the like people don't understand. Like my music comes from the soul.
Yeah.
Every word, every lyric, every thought, every harmony, it comes
Right.
from a spiritual molecule in me. It's not, I can't force it. I don't force none of my music. You know what I mean, I
Yeah.
don't force nothing. So I'm in a point in my life right now where it's like I'm not pushing music because the business not right. I'm telling
Right.
people, when my business is right, y'all about to see a whole different side of me. Y'all gonna see a whole different side of me that people didn't think. People just think I rap, and that's just it. Like they don't think like the whole image. Like you was just talking about, just buying into your image. People are gonna actually see me as an artist now instead of just somebody who rap.
They respect you differently too when you invest in yourself and when you just do everything at a top tier level. People just their respect for you goes like, they don't be trying to lowball you with performance fees. They not trying to like they actually understand and they respect that. Dang, this person really is taking themselves serious. So I can't just offer them $100 just to come do a 2-hour show. I can't offer them that. Like it's stuff like that where people used to play in my face about, but
That's
Oh
crazy.
no, man.
That's
Oh
crazy.
people doing that
no,
crazy
You
stuff
know,
like
man.
that.
and you though, no funny. I'm just being real. Like
Yeah, people be acting crazy.
chicken, man. You got that talent. You got that. Like, your
Yeah,
music.
they wild
I
out.
appreciate it.
$100 for 2 hours.
I love that too. Like you ain't somebody who can just sing. Like you somebody I'll listen to. Like you an artist where like when I think of their music, like I'm like I'll listen to their music because like I ain't gonna lie, like it's a lot of people that can sing. I'm not gonna lie, just like
it is.
a bunch of people rap, but you got something that make you be like, they different. I'm drawn to that. You got something
Wow.
not real talk. Like that's
I
how.
appreciate that. No, that is truly one of the best compliments you can receive as a singer artist. Like I feel like we should all like be really striving to just not only just display our singing or our rap gift, but we should also be able to like speak with substance to where people be like, oh, I want to listen. Like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, like, people who are speaking with substance. That's the type of artist we should aim to be. I mean, we can have our little party hits here and there. Like not all my music is just I'm about to be deeply conscious. Like I have some dance hall
Now come
songs.
closer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Baby.
have a good time, but for the most part, I'm gonna be conscious. But I'll throw in a few here and
Yeah,
there if you want to just like, be getting ready for to go out or something.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. I agree 100%. Everything you said.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying this interview, y'all, for real. Like this has been
Me too. Like I feel like I really wanted to know the person. So like the music, I'm interested in the music, and I know that's the drum. But I feel like there's way more to you than just
yeah.
music. And I told her, I said your story is really what was like the story. I was like, yo, her story is worth more than a lot of stuff I've been talking about with these people on here because I like what I've been doing, but I'm very I critique my own work. I critique myself. Like I go back
Yeah.
because I just love progression. I love to progress. I love trying to strive to be better. So I observe myself. I observe what I've done, the work I put in, and then I try to look ahead and be better. So I can be better.
Right.
This is a special interview, and I know on the playback, it's gonna be like whoever watches this that is full. I know they're gonna like, even if they comment or not, whatever. Like, I just know that this interview is gonna be for somebody, and that's what I have to learn with doing this stuff. Like, it's like not going. It's not. I don't do stuff to go viral. I don't do it to go viral. I don't do none of this to go viral or to have a viral moment. That. Like,
Right.
if it happens, it happens. I don't do it. I literally do it to connect, build, knowledge, educate, spread awareness, entertain, and we entertain too. You see, we laughing, we joking, everything. We just not all upset. We enjoying ourselves. So, and that's what I want. I want it to translate to the people. So, yeah, I'm just grateful for you and just everything you're doing and your story.
Thank you so much. And I love what y'all are doing. I love just like how humble y'all are. Like a lot of times, like y'all don't, I've done a lot of like interviews, especially when I was trying to like really just build myself as an artist. I did a lot of interviews, and sometimes people just was not doing it for me. Like I just,
Mm.
I come and I talk a little bit, but when you don't really feel comfortable, you can't fake that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta get through it and be like, all right, thank y'all.
yeah.
It's kind of got to be like a little situation like that. But honestly, like I feel like I'm just talking to people that, I probably have known for a little minute. We ain't talking, we just catching up. And that's how it should be.
Oh,
So y'all got something special. Like y'all really have something
thank
special. And
you.
I'm just grateful to be a part of this moment. I'm happy to be here.
we
And
we thank you. We thank
No,
you.
for real, for real.
absolutely. 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 Yes.
We was talking. I was like, yo, I'm so
Hey,
excited. Like,
you got anything else for us? Before I ask you my last question, I got one more question for you.
okay, yeah, okay. So, wait, national anthem, right?
Uh-huh.
How you do that?
The Houston Rockets national anthem.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh Lord, girl, look, look at me, country. So what was I'm trying to think back on what I was doing in 2021. So I was actually going through radiation at that time. I was,
Wow.
yeah. So basically, I think somebody just reached out to me and was like, I saw, oh, that's what it was. They were like, I was on social media looking for a singer to come and sing for the Houston Rockets game. And I saw that you hashtagged Houston singer on your videos that you had. So he was like, I found you
Wow.
through that. It was a social media or their coordinator. He was like, I just found you through that. And he was like, that's why I just reached out to you. He reached out to me on my on my booking email and just was like, we would love to have you come out and do the national anthem.
Look at
So
God. That is amazing.
Uh,
Yes.
literally, like the power of social media, child. Like I
and
was
that's my
like,
favorite team too. That's my favorite basketball team. When lady
Really?
tagged, yeah, she tagged me, and I'm like, I didn't even know that. I was all on your page. I ain't even know that. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah.
This whole
I
and
said, let me send this to him.
Big opportunity. Like I was nervous out of my mind. You can tell, but I was
No.
nervous.
What?
It was an amazing opportunity. Like, and it happened like 4 or 5 days before my breast cancer awareness concert. So that helped pick up sales just off of me doing that. Like
Yes.
I sold over 125 tickets for my concert by doing that performance.
well, the
It was
next
big.
time you have something going on, can we get some tickets?
Please.
Because I'm getting on the plane, bus, driving, whatever we
I'm
gotta do.
telling
Listen,
you.
just he gonna drag me on the plane. He
Wow,
gonna drug me. We gonna be there.
yeah, we definitely gotta get that. That's this year,
What?
like, whatever you got this year, need
Yeah.
that.
Every October that I've been trying to make it like a annual type of concert because October is breast cancer awareness month. So every year in October, I'm trying to just make it a thing. And so the last 2 years, the last 3 years, I started in 2020. I've been like just doing
Mm.
my breast cancer awareness concert. So y'all got a plan for that. I'm
Okay, oh
probably
yeah,
gonna try to do something before that too. So I'm gonna
okay,
keep y'all on the up and
yeah,
up.
yes,
Yes. All right. So in October we out to Texas. That's
yeah,
it.
we definitely
Period.
that's October is booked. We already that's noted. You know what I mean? We doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You
But
already know beginning of October.
last question.
Mhm.
Is this something that you want to leave with somebody before you go? Like just a word with them. Somebody that probably won't get to you like DMing you right now because people be nervous sometimes to do it, but they probably been listening or they probably watch it. Is this something you could leave before you go?
Mm, that's a good question. My goodness. Well, if I could say anything to anyone, specifically catering to this interview, first thing would be understand that health is wealth. So advocate for yourself. Advocate for yourself if you feel like something is not right. It don't matter how old you are. Go and just don't be fearful because the earlier you know, the better you can be on top of it. I think they say early detection is key. So health is wealth. That's the first thing I got. The second thing I have is catering to the whole music situation, which is that you have to believe in yourself more than anybody could ever believe in you. So if anybody can take away what I said, believe in yourself. Do things at a top tier level. Like go all the way. Like book your makeup appointment. Book that the top notch haircut. Like book the top video content person. Book a stylist. Like do everything at 100%. And really push yourself because you just don't know like what even doing that for 4 to 5 months can do for you. Cause I tell y'all, like within just one 4 or 5 months of me really preparing myself for my single release of Love Yourself, like I got so much traction behind that. And I just can't stress like just really believing in yourself and taking everything, like doing everything at 100%, how much that matters. So that's all I have to give to you guys. And love yourself. Like that yeah,
Very important.
love yourself. That's a big thing.
Very
So that's all I got.
well.
For sure.
That's it. This is episode. You a blessing. Your story is a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you.
This ain't the last time we gonna have you on the show for sure.
Not for real.
I know that's right. Y'all better bring me back on here.
Family
I
now.
will.
You locked in now. You family now. So
Look, we already put in the trip and
yeah.
everything.
Period. Period.
So we appreciate you. I want you to have a blessed day. And we definitely gonna stay in contact with you. And this number, peace and love from the That Talk family. And that's the only.
Thank you all so much. Y'all have a beautiful day. I
Ladies
loved it,
and
loved it,
gentlemen,
loved it.
Brittney Balma.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.